Unbelievable. See why ministers shun Tinubu in London. Hello, my wonderful people. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, after informing President Muhammadu Buhari of his intention to run for the number one position in the country, yes, he's been consulting wide and far. Like, he told Nigerians that after informing Buhari, Buhari he told him to consult, to make a lot of consultation with regards to his intention for the 2023 presidency. We saw that he has sent the likes of Babangida and some other persons, northern elders, and a lot more in the country. He went to London, and guess what? Ministers shunned him. And the reason will scare you. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. Facts has emerged on why 7 ministers were not among the numerous politicians and party loyalists who visited Tinubu while he was recuperating in London following his recent ailment. The president visited Tinubu in August of 2021, and some governors, lawmakers also visited him thereafter. But none of the ministers did. Did you notice? A minister's source told Sunday Punch, go and check the list. Ministers and other top federal government functionaries didn't visit him in London. Tinubu has his nominees in the Federal Executive Council, but they could not go because they also know the working of the government and they had to understand the mind of their boss. Tinubu had in a statement by his media officer described the president's visit as friendly and a welcome one, adding that by this gesture, Mr. President has again demonstrated his personal thoughtfulness and humility, defining the numerous recommendations by his critics. Among those who visited Tinubu were Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Ondo State Governor Olurotimi Akeredolu, his Ekiti State counterpart Kayode Fayemi, as well as Kano State Governor Ganduje, who were accompanied by his wife, his son, 3 lawmakers, as were 4 other members of Ganduje's family. Others who visited Tinubu in London include the House of Representatives Speaker, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, ex-governor of Ogun State and current senator representing Ogun Central, Ibukola Imosun, former governor of Borno State, senator representing Borno Central, and the members representing Kangi and Maguri Federal Constituency of Borno State, Usman Zina. Investigation shows that the presidential aspiration of Tinubu and Osibanjo must have polarized the ministers as to whom they would support. There were some ministers in the House that were believed to have been made by Ashiwaju but are no longer loyal to him. If you check, you can identify them. They are there, and that is politics, the source has told Punch. So you see, this very presidential race is still the reason that the House was divided against Tinubu. Whether you like it or not, there's a lot going on in politics, and sadly, there are no permanent friends. Yes, some persons may support you today, may believe in your political ambition, may do all you think, but the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, the same persons, the same people may be the one to end your political career, so to say. So, I mean, the fight or the quest between Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu and Yemi Osibanjo still lingers on with us. We're still very much aware that there is a political turmoil going on. Some persons will prefer Tinubu, some others will prefer Yemi Osibanjo. So whoever they prefer, okay, it's not about just the 7 ministers. To a large extent, that's Nigeria for you. To a large extent, okay? It's not like in the developed country where you see, the choice of the people really coming to pass. In Nigeria today, the people may seemingly vote for someone, but at the end of the day, what does the vote says? Most times it says something totally different from the reflection of the mind and the heart of the people. Take, for instance, the suffering people have gone through is undescribable. The recent suffering in recent times is undescribable. Yet you'd be surprised to hear that some persons have voted, APC again. And it's very scary because these same people have been complaining, have been shouting, the suffering is too much. APC does not care. APC does not understand what we're going through, and it's all there. So again, it says, does our vote really count? This is not to discourage anybody from contesting, or from participating in the election. But to a large extent, just a question: does our vote really count at the end of the day? Does it really count? Because most of the people we think, you know, that when we say it constantly to ourselves, which is the reflection of the people, that this person, these people, this thing that has been done, we're not happy. We're not happy with this gesture. We want it to stop. And somebody else come, like Tinubu is already telling us he is going to continue with Buhari's legacy. And I asked the question, what legacy exactly are we talking about here? Is it the legacy of suffering? Which of the legacy exactly are we looking at here? So these are part of the things why we must ask ourselves a serious question. Is it our vote that is counting, or it's another thing going on altogether? Is it our vote, or there are some other things going on here? So I feel seriously, Nigerians, if there is election in 2023, we must continue to push for our rights. It will not be given to us on a platter of gold. Remember Martin Luther King at the time in America when the black were not recognized or seen as a human being? He continued to say, I have a dream. You see, leave us a comment. God bless you. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.